Good day, Michael here. Thanks everybody for checking this out. This is an example of how you can approach the study buddy questions. You don't have to do it exactly like this, but this is probably a good way to do it. I've actually made a little presentation. I'm using a screen share, and this is a practical way to do it, I think. So the first question, topic and subtopic, what I'm learning about. So I'm learning about NFTs, that's my topic. And my question was, I had said that I would add all of you as recipients in the royalties on that first, having to do with your questions that you answered about why you want to get involved in this project. And I made an image out of that. And I said I would mint it and that everybody would have a share of royalties. So I went to go try to do that. And then I found I needed to research it. So I'm learning about NFTs. That's my topic. Subtopic, metadata in NFTs. And then the subtopic is royalties within metadata within NFTs. Could drill down even more, but this is important that you think of the hierarchical thing and provide that, because that really helps us come up with some keywords. Okay. So number 2, show and tell. Physically point at what you worked on. Here's what I did. So first thing I did, I'm going to point, whoops, I'm pointing this way. I Googled it, and then I went to this site here, the Cardano GitHub, Cardano Foundation GitHub. And they are actually talking about this exact question: can you have more than one person on that recipient field for royalty? It's the tag is actually numbered 777. So they get talking from a programming point of view. It wouldn't be, in that case, if there's more than one, it wouldn't be a single value. It would be an array, and it would need to be backwards compatible. And so they're talking about the technical reasons about why this basically is not possible at this time. Was my understanding of it. This is a technical explanation. I went also to YouTube. There's a YouTuber there, Cheryl Spangler. Now notice I'm giving the exact timestamp, and this is also important. Please do not link to a 13-minute video, or worse yet, to a 1 hour long video. This timestamp, she talks about this exact question for 1 minute at 11:55, so let's go check that out. Okay, here's Cheryl Spangler. She's very good, actually. She does actually talk about the metadata, and she gives a certain amount of detail. She gives a nice amount of technical detail for a non-specialist. And then at 11:55, she's talking about this exact question. So I'm just going to scroll over there. I'll check this out.
Answer to one question I had is, what if multiple people create an NFT collection and you want to be able to split the royalties? Because I know that's going to happen. Like, you help someone create a collection and they're like, hey, I'll give you 2% of the royalty, and then the actual owner takes the rest. Well, let me go back here. If that happens, then when smart contracts, there has to be a smart contract that basically then divvies up the royalties. At this time, with the tags, you can only actually identify one wallet address to receive all the royalties. And so at that point that you receive royalties, it would be up to the holder receiving those royalties to divvy them out. Or you could, and I'm sure we'll be done within the next 30, 60 days, pretty soon, create a smart contract that basically takes that royalty fee received and then divvies it up appropriately.
Okay, so she talks about that for 1 minute, and she says it'll be done in 6 months. That was 2021. Anyway, so that's what I learned. It's not really possible, and if it is going to be possible at some point, it would have to link to a contract. Okay, that's what I learned. And so my note here is only one name, and also that I was looking at on the ADA side and Cardano, and of course there's the Ethereum side. So in order to, so noticing that leads me to include the word Cardano as a keyword. Okay, so how I could use this information that you can only have one name on a royalties metadata line is I need to change my communication and not promise that I can have multiple because it's not really a thing. And I'm going to watch this space. Maybe it will become a thing. Maybe it's already a thing now, but it would involve a contract. So it'd be much more complicated and expensive than I had thought. Okay. So how I can use that is just change my own communication when I'm talking about it. Questions I have now about this: is that really possible that it can link to a contract? And if so, how much would that cost? And how hard would it be to do? Okay. Now you'll notice I actually took out one of the questions. We're now down to 5 questions. And instead of those other questions, please provide keywords. After you've written or after you've thought about these questions, then you can come up with very, very specific keywords. The idea is that if I typed all these things into Google, boom, it would go to exactly to one of these very focused resources, right? So my keywords here: Cardano, NFT, metadata, royalties, multiple recipients. And there's the links. Showing someone talking in the YouTube video, you don't have to do that as I did it. You don't have to do it exactly the way I did it here, but please make sure that you've got these keywords and you answer the questions, okay? And that you say, you give specifics, the URLs, and very importantly, timestamps if you're talking about videos. Okay, I think that pretty much covers it. And also you notice, I don't know how long I've been going here, but I'm assuming that you're going to be doing this in between 5 and 10 minutes. So this is pretty much all you need to do for one of these artifacts, okay? I hope that's clear enough and that is going to work for everybody. If you have questions, of course, please let me know on email or give me a shout in Discord. I'm back. I was kind of on holidays on the weekend, but I'm back. Okay, thanks very much, and we'll talk to you soon.